We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Toronto. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the ball.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, if they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson to Mixon on the check down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Prior to my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week, so another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He'll get only a couple down at 44. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he wisely would throw that one away. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Good footwork at the 30. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. The Chargers had 10-3 on the year, and they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete. This is Starks. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the right side, this is Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Wilson, this one complete to Jerry Jeudy. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 75 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's got to play like that and help drive them down the field.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. This will be caught. Jeudy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about everything. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught. This is Ivory. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 1, Wilson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Option play.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos send out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Completes this one to Starks. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw. He finds Ivory here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash. This from 33. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with 2 teams who don't really like each other all that much, as Las Vegas heads out to take on Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. The Chiefs trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Devin Singletary, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Again, it's Walker.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete. This is Starks.
They run the option on second down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Chargers.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Complete to number 21.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
An extra point attempt here still to come. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Takes it at the 7. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense ready to go again. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Mixing up the middle. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught. This is Ivory.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Complete to number 19. A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carl Wilson up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable.
Again, it's Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mixon will try the right side.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
The Broncos on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chargers ready to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Back to throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Completes this one to Starks.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a give to Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff to Mixon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured they go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Denver, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to